because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get him?
That's good for a Buffalo Bills.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down. Pretty good start there on plays 1 and 2.
And not discriminating at all, is he? Make sure he's spreading it around on the first 2 throws of the game. 2 different parts of the field as well.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
By the Bears. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Chicago.
Chicago.
A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Going, and got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. John Ross. 76 yards. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some... credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it in the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to it. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Intended for Devin Singletary.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still first down.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again, first and goal. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Partner, it was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
8 yards. It's fourth.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. Fourth and goal from the 2. They're going to look to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will extend their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Allen again here on second and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Allen again. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
Complete.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the Bears' 40-yard line.
And again, it's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they doubled it and get 10 here. So first and 10 now from the 30. Allen to throw once more. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him, because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here,
and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line.
Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 44-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes it.
And it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. So after the INT, it's Allen.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Taking it about the 16. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. It's the second quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
We often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. 2nd and 2. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Third down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as the Bears push further out in front. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4 yards. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 30.
Allen now on 1st down. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So we reach, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
28. Bills 7.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going to throw right side here, complete. He's got daylight, 20, 10, and that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Holding offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
Still 2nd down.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
13. But it brings up 3rd down.
He'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 44-yard line.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 48 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, if this defense has any hopes of getting back into this game, they've got to start right here and keep these guys out of the end zone. That's a good step 1 on that play.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Number 32.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll run here with Singletary. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
3rd and 3.
They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And now they'll throw with Allen. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Bills. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Singletary. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the option is Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Bills cut into that lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Chicago offense set to get started. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime is down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
5 yards. First down, Bears.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next?
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And down to the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills get a bit closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Complete.
Call it no gain there on the 1st down play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Well, now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Down Bears.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll set up to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 15-yard touchdown ground. And the Bears will extend their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Buffalo set to get the football back here. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Throwing on first down is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hitting that slant, a lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
That is caught at the 7. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And again, it's Allen. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills cut into that lead. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time. Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping. You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, doesn't feel right. Exactly. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Charles, it's one thing to